What's the family compound approach for marketing? Sounds like it ties in.
That one that's new. One of our subdivides is ended up being 5 lots that are all right around 5 acres, and they're very similar, and they all perk for 4 bedrooms. They have the same amount of road frontage. There's 2 ways to think about this. One is just for marketing some of the projects that we're working on now to think about, are any of these really well suited for kids in the family to all have their condominiums side by side? But then the other side is then, should we be looking to develop these types of lots? One in particular where they'll need a well. People in Tennessee don't like to share, and so the wells are quite expensive, and for us to put in 4 wells would be a lot. But if it's 4 family members, they could definitely just all tap into the same. So it's new, and it's just something that we're starting to think about, but I'd like to look at it. And actually I talked to about what how we could help families with writing the deed in maybe a way that's tax beneficial for the buyer or the person who's gifting their land or who's
The parent.
yeah, the parents or the grandparents.
Take a big example, yeah.
Yeah, to make sure that they can save on some taxes and then they can stay on the deed as long as they're around. And so we just have been kicking the idea around so far, but it's starting to grow, and I like the idea. It wouldn't be a one trick pony or anything. It would just be something we would add to our tool belt. But I think where we are in excuse me, in Tennessee, there is, it's not a trend, but I think people are interested in keeping their families together and using land to do that.
And when you get a buyer that's looking for that specifically, they're going to be hyper motivated. So yeah, there's less of those people, but when you find someone who's looking for it, they're going to want that property because it's probably so hard to find something like that. So it's really a unique niche. And so you're thinking of just a lot of the subdivides that you end up getting could probably fall into that to that possible marketing way to market, huh?
Yeah, and it's too new for us to know, but typically when we're creating our splits, we want to have a lot of variety in the parcel sizes and their attributes to make sure that we aren't competing against ourselves and that people can find the tract that is best suited for them. But if we do find that they are going to sell well and quickly, that to choose 4 and make them smaller and all the same or something, maybe there's something there. But we don't know yet. We'll stick like the perfect land.
The perfect square property is gonna be your best bet for dividing it up equally.
Yeah, and not infill lots, right? So these are more like they still want a lot of land and they don't want to be in an HOA or any kind of subdivision, but they just want maybe an area where all the whole family can just congregate. Another one of our properties is similar, but I think what we would do in that case is it's partially cleared and partially wooded. And so maybe to divide up the cleared part into 4 tracks. I don't know why I'm saying 4. Everyone doesn't have 4 kids. 3 or 2, 5. But then to leave the back as nice hunting land or for horses. It's just I think it's a good way for everybody to have theirs and then to share something that's larger because it is a lot of work to take care of a larger tract like that. And also it's easy to share it. I mean, you're probably going hunting with your brother anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You have your house, but then all 5 of you or whatever, or 10 of you can share all of the land, which I think would be amazing. Have your little house spot. And of course, yes, you own this portion and you can sell it, but when you're all living there, it's great to have 25 acres versus just 5.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, yeah,